Alright, we're gonna start off our big mythological experience of game sense with the idea of strats. Now, for an average player, this will help you understand why your leader is calling what strats and maybe what mistakes they're making, or maybe even make you into a strat caller. Or if you're a strat caller already and you call strats for your team, this may help you. It may make you see why you call what you do. You may find that I'm wrong and you may learn something, and it can't hurt you. This can only help you. Okay. So for calling strats, what you call strats based off here. Game sense, calling strats is a huge amount of game sense, and this is why. You can't just say, we're just gonna slow play 2 for any old reason. You know what I mean? You gotta have a reason. So let's say that you purposely rush 2-3 rounds in a row. Well then, you know, you gotta understand the opponent, and depending on the opponent, they either think they're gonna rush 2 again, or they may think they've been rushing 2 a lot, maybe they'll rush 1. So if your opponent's like the hesitant, kind of cautious and smart players, they'll probably might leave a person at 1. But if they're the kind of people who'll rush and get angry, and they'll be like, alright guys, we're gonna take 2, and they are not gonna take it this time, they're not gonna rush, well then you call a 1 rush, right? Well, still, no matter what the situation is, understanding what the opponent's thinking and calling strats based off that is game sense. Say you've played slow 1, slow 2, slow 1, slow 2, slow 1. They're not going to expect a fast 1 because you've been doing slow one site, then the other site, then the other site, then the other site. They haven't even experienced a fast push yet. So that'll come out of the blue, and you'll usually easily, you know, the first time you do a fast push, you usually get 1 freebie a game if you plan it right. A lot of times I like to use my fast push on the first round. And pushing, you know, is actually like rushing. For those of you that don't know, pushing is like, alright guys, hold in sprint and just go straight to that site. And you're like, that's never gonna work. I'll tell you why it works. You have 5 people going towards a site. They have to cover 2 different sites in middle, right? So they usually have 2 people at each site and 1 person mid. So it's a 5 versus 2. And usually, if the reason why you want to do it fast and rushing is because they don't have time to get those person at middle and that person from the other site over to the site. And that's why pushing isn't a silly idea. That's why it can't be ignored as, oh, rushing is just a bad thing. No, it's actually a really good thing. Alright, well now we get the definition aside. The reason why I like pushing on the first round is because you're just loading up and you're still talking to your friends about, hey, Friday night this happened, or oh, that last game that clan was definitely lagging and it's not our fault. So you know, you'll be like on defense, you'll be like, oh hey, you know, talking to your clan and stand here, you know, maybe throwing a nade, not expecting nothing, and then all of a sudden warehouse door opens and you have 5 people rushing out at you and you're like, oh, that sucks. And well, I mean, that's why you want to rush it, because they're focused on other things, or maybe they're just, you know, they're just putting some food away, or they're cleaning off their desk, or they're messing with their mouse. They're not expecting you to rush right away usually. And I mean, if they are expecting you to rush, that's just showing that they're a good clan, and you know, they just expect everything. Not to say that it doesn't happen, because, you know, good clans have been rushed on the first round so many times that they probably expect rushing on every round. They expect you to do slow play, they expect you to do fast play, they expect everything. Nothing will go by fast or a good clan. So I mean, but strat calling, basically you have to anticipate what the opponent thinks. You have to think like your opponent. What have we done? You know, okay, we've done a slow 1 and we've done a fast 2. What is the opponent thinking? Well, the opponent probably doesn't know whether we're doing fast or slow, because we've just done a fast and a slow. But maybe we've played this clan, I don't know, maybe we've played this clan a lot and we usually play slow. So maybe they'll expect us to play slow now and not play fast. Or maybe we haven't played this clan before. And maybe because 2 is a more common site, they might expect us to go to 2 again, and maybe we'll try a fast 1, because, you know, usually they stack 2 on dual, like black scent, because black scent 2 is more common. Then maybe we can slip in a fast 1. Okay, so those are the kind of strat calling that you want to. That's how strats are based off of, and the essentials.